Hey everyone, this is Zach. So today I want to break down what a full-time schedule looks like for full-time real estate agents. So this is definitely going to push you this schedule because I want above average results for everybody out there. I know everybody can be successful, but if we try to find time, we will not make time. So we have to be intentional with our actions. We actually have to dedicate specific time throughout the day to advance in our career and make ourselves better. And so that's what I want to break down today is how do we get better? How do we move the needle in our real estate business? Again, this is going to be for full-time real estate agents. If you are part-time, then I will have a separate video for part-time real estate agents, but this is for full-time. You have nothing else. You are all in. So before we get started with real estate real quick and what your schedule should look like, I want to break down averages because again, we don't want average results. So first, let's study what average actually is. And so the average person spends 4 hours per day on TV or social media. At least 4 hours a day, the average person spends on that. Now, over the course of a year, that's 60 days spent watching TV, watching a movie, watching a sports game. 60 days, 2 months just gone to TV. And I had a light bulb moment one time when I was sitting there and thinking, when I'm watching this actor play a role in this movie, I'm supporting his business. He got paid to make this source of entertainment that's entertaining me. I'm supporting his business, not my own. So now it's time to have kind of a reality check and start supporting myself. Let's get to it. Let's start getting up and running. Let's create a schedule. Let's do income producing activities versus supporting their business. Let me support my business. So 4 hours a day are spent on average for TV. The average person also spends less than 2 minutes per day on finances. So 4 hours a day on TV, Netflix, sports, scrolling through social media, but yet less than 2 minutes on finances on average. And then I'm going to switch gears a little bit here, but the median household income is $67,000. Now, I didn't use the average because I feel that's pulled up by some of the one percenters. You got Elon, Jeff Bezos. So the average is pulled up. So I think median is a better representation, but the median household income is $67,000. So household. So we know if we want above median, above average results, we have to do more than an entire household because that's $67,000. My first year in real estate, I did $142,000 in gross commission, and that was because I was working nonstop. I closed 14 sales my first year, and I've known agents that have closed 20, 30, even 40 deals their first year. So you can hit the level of success you want to reach, but we have to make the time. So here's how you do it. Let me scroll down. Let me zoom out just a little bit. So this is going to get a lot of people to click off instantly, but stick with me. 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. Now, this is just a broad template that you can use. You can adjust it accordingly, but this is what loosely based off what I did when I started. So adjust accordingly. But I woke up every day, 5 a.m., 5 to 6, woke up, worked out. Why I put workout first? Because I think it's the most important. Health before wealth. We want to reach levels of success, but we want to enjoy it when we get there. So prioritize our health, whether that's taking a lap around the neighborhood, whether that's lifting weights, whether that's going for a jog, whether that's rowing on a rowing machine, whether that's a yoga class, whatever we need to do, spend an hour a day on working out. Better yourself physically and mentally, working out. First things first, priorities. Next thing, from 6 to 7, this is when you get ready for the day. So we've worked out, now we need to get ready. Breakfast, shower, and this is the most important right here of part of getting ready. Listen to 30 minutes of training / podcast / audiobook. So I am constantly learning every single day. And so it's so easy when you're making breakfast, cooking up some scrambled eggs, whatever you're doing, and you just put in the headphones and you're listening to some sort of personal development, whether that's business training or real estate training or sales, whatever you need to do, 30 minutes a day of listening to something to develop you further. So 6 to 7, we're getting ready. 7 to 7:30, I'm also reading 10 pages of a book every single day because this is going to equal about 1 book a month. So we're prepping for the day and then reading 10 pages, 7 to 7:30. Then 7:30 to 8, we're answering emails and checking our calendar. So we're seeing what's coming up for the day, answering any of those preliminary emails in the morning. Maybe we have deals going. Maybe we have inspectors reaching out, title companies, lenders, whoever we need to respond to, 7:30 to 8, and checking our calendar. Then 8:30 to 9, we are script training and sales practice. So a lot of agents have a love-hate relationship with scripts. You either love them or you hate them. However, even if you hate them, they are very important to know because we want to know the foundations of sales. We need to know the foundation of how we move conversations along to get to that closed sale. So even if you don't use scripts, I think it's really important to know them, to practice them, so that way we become better at sales ourselves, because you are in sales. You are trying to make commissions. You're trying to sell homes. So we need to know how to work those conversations and how best to do that versus training every single day for 30 minutes. Then here's where the fun part comes in. 9 a.m. to 10:30, lead generating. So this is the most important thing, because if you've ever heard of the 80-20 principle, the Pareto principle, 20% of the actions lead to 80% of the results. So the things that are going to move your business forward are going to be lead generation. By far and by none, this is the most important in your daily schedule, lead generation. I would rather skip everything else for the day and just focus on lead generation, and I'm still going to have some level of success. What some agents face is kind of this roller coaster in income. 1 month they close a deal, the next month they don't. 1 month they close a deal, the next month they don't. The reason for that is because when we get a client or we reach some level of success, we spend all our time helping that client, helping them find a home, setting up showings. We forget to do the basics of what got us that client in the first place. So that's why we have that roller coaster effect of income. So we need to be consistent, and this needs to be a non-negotiable. Doesn't matter what appointments pop up, what emails come through, it can wait during this block of lead generating. We need to be networking. We need to be cold calling. We need to be, for me, it was door knocking because it was free. So whatever you need to do to keep meeting new people, building relationships, and getting contact information so we can follow up with people, that's what this lead gen block is for, from 9 a.m. to 10:30. Then we spend an hour and a half doing that. So now 10:30, 11, we'll respond to any emails, because again, we did not respond to anything during this time. This was a non-negotiable. We had to keep making new connections during this time frame. Now, 10:30, 11, we can finally respond to some emails, take a mini break. So if we cleared these out, just take a mini break, little mental, couple minutes, and then 11 to noon, we're back at it, lead generating, fresh hour. So this helps kind of break it up, so it's just not continuously one long session. So 11 to noon, lead gen. 12 to 1, lunch. So this is truly lunch, eat, get up, walk outside, take a break, get some fresh air, truly recharge mentally, unwind for a second. 12 to 1, full hour for lunch. Then from 1 to 2, I was back at lead generating again, because if you're full-time, you should at a minimum 2 hours a day be lead generating, especially if you're within your first, I think, 3 years of being in the business, because those are your hardest years. Years 1 through 3 are a grind. Every single day we have to be networking, getting our name out there. It's not until year 3 and later that all those repeat and referral business start coming in. So we have to dedicate the time now to build our business. Then from 2 to 3, business development, answer more emails. So this is the third time throughout the day that we've been able to respond to emails. Also from 2 to 3, business development. So what is this? Business development, again, goes back to a previous video I made about how to get 1% better every single day. So this business development hour, we finished out some emails, maybe that takes 10, 15 minutes. Then we have another 45 to develop our business. So that could either be improving our social media. That could be creating a Zillow profile, creating a Google Maps profile, updating flyers that we have. Anything you could do to make your business 1% better, that's what you do during this hour, whatever it is. Redesigning your business cards, downloading a digital business card, like I said, improving social media, those little things, we want to get 1% better every day. So that's what you have this hour for. Then we'll go to the next page. 3 to 6 is appointments and showings. So as we're reaching out to people, as we're calling our sphere of influence or anybody else earlier in the day, and we start setting appointments, we set them during our appointment showing block from 3 to 6. And what I did in the beginning, because I didn't have showings and appointments, I was back to lead generating, and I was throwing in some business development time during this 3 to 6 because I didn't have any appointments. So if I have nothing to fill the calendar, I'm back to lead gen, because that's the 20% that moves the needle. So showings appointments from 3 to 6, and then 6 p.m. later was family time, personal time. I messed up right there, but that means you could have 3-4 hours with your family every single night, and then you're to sleep, and then up again, 5 a.m., ready to go. So why do I kind of add some of these different points in this schedule? So for example, 30 minutes a day of audio training. Do you think if you do this every single day for a year that you're going to get better at the end of the year? If you spend 30 minutes a day of listening to training, I believe you will. 10 pages a day of a book, 1 book a month on sales, on business, on real estate, on lead generating. You will become a vastly different person than what you are today. 3 hours of lead generating, 1 hour of business development, and 30 minutes of script sales training. So on an annualized basis, that's 182 hours of audio training within a year. That's 3,650 pages of books, personal development topics that you've developed yourself. 182 hours of scripts and sales training, and 365 hours of making your small business better. So all the little things you do every single day are part of the compounding effect. So if you're thinking you're going to find the time, you'll never make the time. The biggest enemy you have is tomorrow, because it's so easy to say, I'll start tomorrow, and tomorrow turns into next week, turns into next month, turns into next year, and we haven't closed anything. Start today. Create your schedule, create a winning schedule that puts you above the average. Because if you put in average results, your ceiling that you can work up to is just the average. So you have to do above average things to get above average results. So I hope this helps you guys out. Let me zoom out real quick in case you need to see the schedule real quick. So go ahead and screenshot this, pause the video if you need this. Again, this is just a template to help you if you're a full-time real estate agent. But again, it always comes back to the compounding effect. The little things we do every single day make us multitudes of better in the future. So continue putting the time. First 1 to 3 years, this should kind of be your rough schedule, because 1 to 3 are a big development year for learning real estate, learning sales, learning business, learning marketing. So we have to put in the time. Hope this helps you guys out, and I'll make a future video about what to do if you are a part-time real estate agent. Maybe you have a full-time job, but you need a part-time real estate schedule. So I'm going to be creating that next to help you guys out. Let me know if you have any questions. If you want me to email this, comment below and I'll email you this schedule. And I'll see you guys next time.